Hey yo, what is going on guys, and welcome to the first F1 23 league racing video. So this race is called the PSGL Invitational Esports race, whatever. It's kind of just a friendly match like in football where there are no points being scored, but it's just to get everything going and test stuff out. And this is my first lap in Q1, and you can see here, turn 1, I messed up big time. I lost 2/10 because of tire marbles. That's a new addition to the game. So if you run onto the dirty line of the track, it costs you so much grip. And well, yeah, this is what happened to me in the first sector. And so I was basically already out of Q1 and I was still pushing. So from here on, the lap actually becomes pretty decent. Nothing special, but we are actually improving the middle sector without the rough start to it because of the tire marbles. We would have been pretty good. Was actually matching the fastest guy in the lobby, Barry Bormand, a little bit behind. I think he did a 5.4, we did 5.8 with the mistakes. And then in the third sector, I was actually going for a purple final sector. You can see we improved so much from being actually nearly 2/10 down. We went up like crazy, so we would have improved in total by like 3 or 4/10, 3.5, 4/10. And well, yeah, this was not enough, so we started P19. Super frustrating. At the time I thought it was some kind of game bug, but no. Analyzing it, I could see the front left picked up a little bit of tire marbles. The issue with these tire marbles is that they are not, like, you can't spot them. They are on the track like visually, but they don't match like the lines that you pick it up. So they are even on the racing line, but you don't pick them up. So like on the left here, you can still see them, like these black spots. You would not pick up any tire marbles driving over that. So where are they? You can't see them, and it makes it so hard. You're basically driving on a line that you can't even see. And yeah, so we are also talking to the developers of the F1 game, all of the esports guys, to see if we can improve it or can fix it, or there's also a way to turn it off by changing the surface type from realistic to, I think, normal. Yeah, so, but we had a really good start, positioned ourselves well. At the beginning of the race, there are no marbles yet. They kind of spawn in at around lap 7 or 8 on this track, at least, at a 50% race. And somebody spun ahead of us. I think it was one of the McLarens, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it was Wilson Hughes. We're trying to benefit from people doing mistakes, and Jake still managed to stay ahead of us here. So yeah, pretty exciting. Lap 1 already. Lots of chaos, and yeah, people struggling. Like Jake, again, another, like, getting used to it. I actually also didn't do a single race yet, so this is my kind of first race run with collecting data and getting a feel for how the race feels, especially at the final part of each stint, how it feels when the tires drop off. All brand new experience to me on Spain. So this is a good test session, and I think we got to grips quite well initially, and people were doing a bit more mistakes. So Jake is fighting Luke Smith here, and maybe we can benefit from that. Running a bit wide here, I think. Yes, so I was trying to just navigate my way through and not make too many mistakes, just get to grips with everything and see if we could do something. Yeah. But yeah, the tire marbles, it's a really annoying thing. It's realistic. I think there's no sim out there that simulates tire marbles. I'm not sure, but the F1 game might be the first one to do it. It's just the way it's integrated is a bit annoying, just because you can't see them. You can, but they don't match up. If they would match up with what you can see, and even the ones, like, you need to be very, very slow, and Fabrizio just dive bombed us from like kilometers behind, and yeah, so I didn't leave the gap open there because we would have lost so much time. I could have left more space, but yeah, you could see the tire marbles now. Luke Smith is defensive into this corner, and even on my front left, you can see like these marble patterns picking up. It's like dark spots on the actual tire sometimes when you run off the normal racing line. Now Wilson is making a comeback, actually, really impressive. but he's braking too late and pushed us a little bit off. I wasn't happy with that. But yeah, is what it is. And there, the biggest thing, you can see the tire marbles on the front left right here. And also, the race leader has been taken out by our teammate Jano. But actually, there was no contact. At least it didn't look like it in Jano's stream. So yeah, really odd situation. Maybe something with ping, desync, we don't know. Anyways, so safety car, everything is back to zero, basically a restart. And we somehow managed to gain one position in the pit lane. Lucky. Really lucky. I think Wilson benefited even more, and you can see also here the tire marbles. If we are driving out of the... Oh well, I cut away from it. Unlucky. So you can't see it.
Alter!
And Fabrizio hits us again under safety car conditions. I was like, if I'm getting a penalty for that, I'm fuming. So fortunately not. Now we are heading to the restart. Green lights again, green flag. In lap 18. So from here on it's a sprint race to the end unless there's another safety car. And Luke Smith is alongside. And I was thinking, oh no, we have to brake. Like earlier because Tom is ahead of us. And we managed to keep it ahead even though we had dirty line. And yeah, he's making another move on us into turn 4. We need to be really precise, picking up no marbles on the left actually. So this is the thing, like I would expect there would be marbles everywhere, but there are not everywhere. It's so confusing, honestly. It's really, really confusing. And we stayed ahead, squeezed him a bit off because we were already way more than, like he wasn't alongside anymore. Now putting on pressure on Tom mainly because he was losing time to the guys ahead, like he was struggling a bit for grip every now and then. So yeah, trying to see if we can get past so we don't lose out on DRS. If you lose DRS, it will be painful on this track. And in general, it's just so much, and you can see he's flashing. Now we are pushing, and he already lost the DRS, so now we need to make sure this lap counts big time. We don't have DRS. There's going to be one DRS straight in the middle sector, which is going to help the guys ahead. But we need to push. So right now the gap is 1.2, 1.1. And we need to get it down to below 1 second, at least until the final sector. If we go into the long straight without DRS, our race is really compromised. And we make a small mistake here, which costs us like half a tenth maybe. But now, heading on to this, we're crossing the line with 1:003. And even crossing the DRS line, it was within the DRS, but yeah, now you can see we are dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. We're dropping 5 tenths in one straight without the slipstream, without overtake, without the DRS. It's just so overpowered on this game. So yeah,
gepusht hat man
the next lap, because we were just basically sitting duck from here. Tom re-overtakes us because of that. Same with Philippe. It was a good battle with him. Like, this is how racing should be. Close to the limit, but no contact. Really awesome. But yeah, I was so annoyed at this point, because if we would have had the DRS, it would have been fine. Like, we would have been right back at them within a few laps, and now it was looking pretty like this is the end. And look, they are so close, all the guys there, so there was potential for chaos at the end. And John Evans is also letting us re-overtake because he's off the track there. And Philippe and Tom, I don't know what they are doing. We're heading into lap 31, now 32, and this is where the chaos begins. Guys, if you also enjoy these videos, leave a like and subscribe, please. It really supports me. So yeah, I really appreciate all of the support from you guys. We're trying once again to get ahead of Tom mainly, because it's not going to be long anymore and we need to make progress. Jake and Nicholas Longway collide here, and now into turn 5, we're braking late to make sure we are covering the inside, and we are past Tom. And now look ahead. I was like, what on earth is happening? This is the chaos that we needed. If we would have been already closer earlier, we might have been able to save a bit of ERS, but now it's showtime. These guys are slowing down like crazy. I don't know what Thomas was doing, but he was slowing down, so we gain another position, P11. Next one would be points. There is no point scored tonight, but we still want to finish within the top 10, because we start from P19. It would have been an awesome recovery. And yeah, so we position ourselves really well here, and for some reason Ismail couldn't take this corner flat, or like at least with more speed, so we collide with him, get a bad exit, and Tom doesn't cover the inside line, so Luke gets alongside. Philippe moves to the right, then he moves under braking again, which doesn't let us go around the outside.
Junge,
And
Luke
with
Smith.
that, Luke pushes us off.
Ey,
but
Luke
doesn't give
Smith,
enough space,
Mann!
and I was fuming because with that, I was bouncing off the curb and into him. So yeah, not the way I wanted this race to end. P15 in the end. Should have been within the top 10. But Jano won the race, which is good. So yeah, good stuff from him. And I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a lovely day. Yo, Marcel. Peace.
So verdammt nochmal unfair.